Welcome to the Savate online training program. So I want to explain to you what the technical ranking system is in Savate. It's been going on for since the early 20th century, and we have what we call color glove system, gants, gloves. Blue, green, red, white, yellow. Bleu, vert, rouge, blanc, et jaune. So we have 5 technical color gloves that demonstrate a certain level of proficiency in Savate. So when you start, you're building up toward this blue glove. This blue glove typically would take 3 months of practice, 3 times a week, pure just Savate classes. So as you're using the program, this is something that you have to keep in mind, is how many times you need to practice and how long you need to practice in order to get to that level. So it's you really have to understand that there's a specific distance, striking distance in Savate, and the fact that you may not be familiar with using the shoes. So how you can use your toes, what are the different targets that you use your toes for, why would you use the top of your foot instead, what are the technical moves that you strike with your heel or the sole of your foot or the edge of your foot, whether it's the outside edge or the inside edge. So all those techniques are clearly explained and broken down to give you the tools to use them offensively in order to strike, and giving you also the tools and the breakdown that will allow you to execute those techniques efficiently and safely. And by safely, what is important is to be able to strike and then return before being struck back. So the balance, the execution, and the control of the movement and balance is very important in order to be able to do that. So the glove is broken down into different blocks, and there are 4 blocks that you're going to be practicing and working on. The first one is purely technical, where you have pre-required offense and defense, one shot on each side with appropriate defense. So it's broken down to explain to you how to deliver the offense, how to recover, while the other person is focusing on specific defensive move, and then an appropriate return. This has to be executed in movement. So you have to make sure that when you're practicing, you are moving around, stopping maybe to make sure that you understand how to control that movement, and then make sure that you do the appropriate defense. Okay, so there's offense, defense. There's another block, technical block, with 10 combinations, simple combinations of punches and kicks together, punches together, and those have to be executed again with the idea of demonstrating that you are balanced while you're executing them. So you're not falling over, you're not putting too much weight on your front leg when you're finishing with a kick. You are able to strike and retreat, and to maintain that safety net, this safe distance that will not allow your partner to come back to you. And so in those 2 shots combo, then there's a defense and an appropriate return, one single shot. Once you're working on all those pieces, then you have to demonstrate through what we call drill sparring how you're dealing with a repetition, a succession of offense, and they're all the same way. And so there will be a pre-required offense. For example, number 1 is going to fire a jab. Okay, and on the jab, what are the different forms of defense that you can do, and what can you return when this jab is coming? So for 1 minute, the person is going to fire a jab. That can be to the body, can be to the head, but you have to demonstrate that with this succession, this repetition of offense for 1 minute, you are able to show a variety of defense and return. So basically all the techniques that you are able to execute offensively, you have to be able to execute them defensively as well. Okay, so that's the drill sparring. The last part is 2 rounds of 1 minute of sparring and Savate sparring. So again, shoes are very important because you have to show how you can demonstrate different techniques and using different part of your foot, whether it's the edge, the ball of your foot, the sole of your foot, the heel, the toes, and the different striking areas that you can use in Savate. Control of the power, the impact is very important. Control of the distance is crucial. So keep practicing on those techniques and put them in situation with the offense-defense combination and with the sparring with drill, the drill sparring, and then put them together and get used to practice in sparring in Savate. And you have to show at least one offense and one coming back every time. So to be in a position to strike back. But the goal of the blue glove is to touch without being touched. So balance is crucial and technical execution is very, very important. That's in a nutshell what the blue glove program is about.